Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on the SauceBox Etude palette. I already filmed this, however, I also had lipstick on my teeth, so I'm refilming this. Sorry. So this is the palette we'll be talking about today. It is the SauceBox Etude palette. I bought this myself as a happy early birthday present to myself, since I was thinking that they may sell out. And I know if they do sell out, there's going to be more of these by the fall. Alright, so we're going to start out talking about the packaging. I think the packaging is rather cute. A lot of times I like much more sleek packaging, but I like it because it's kind of artsy and it's not like overdone and like kitschy or anything like that. I think it's pretty. It is a cardboard packaging. You know, not everyone's into that. It is rather slim, which is something else I like, so it's easy to just throw in somewhere. It has all 6 pans here, and then there's the mirror, and I'm going to start covering up the mirror because you can see my lights and it's going to be bright. But I do like that there is a mirror because this is great for traveling since it is rather large, so you can really see your face. So packaging, not great because it's cardboard, but definitely not bad either. It's definitely compact and there's not a lot of wasted space, which is something I personally look for in packaging. Next we'll talk about colors. So I think this is actually quite a nice range of colors. We have chocolate, biscotti, beaming, snowflake, cream dream, almond, toffee, and caramel. So chocolate is kind of like neutral to almost a green tinged brown. Biscotti is that kind of reddish burgundy. We have beaming, which is a pale yellow. We have snowflake, which is like an off-white. We have cream dream, which is a pretty neutral. Toffee, which is almost like a cool gray. Almond, that is a cool gray, sorry. Toffee, which is the blackest black you will ever see because SauceBox makes the blackest eyeshadows. And caramel, which is a warm brown. The great thing about these is they are all matte. This could be a pro or a con. I think this is great because I do have so many shadows that are shimmery. A lot of palettes are shimmer heavy, as well as I have a lot of singles. So this is something I've been grabbing a lot because I can pair it with anything and add the mattes. So I can use them as base shadows, I can use them as transition shades and pair them with shimmers. And personally, I think you need a couple mattes to build a really solid eye. So I think that's great. If this is your first palette, maybe you'd want to get something that has a couple more texture options, but I think this is great to pair with things. Especially for one of those people that really like the naked palettes. I think the naked palettes have way too many shimmers for my taste. So I love pairing this with like my naked 2 or something like that, or just, you know, any shadows really. Next we'll talk about texture. These are all very typical of SauceBox. They're very soft texture, like you barely have to touch to get quite a bit of product off. So use a gentle hand, especially the toffee color is very soft. The only one that's not quite the same texture is this biscotti color. So now we'll kind of transition into pigmentation. Pigmentation is great. SauceBox in general has great pigmentation in both their shadows, and the Etude palette is not any different. The only one that gives me any grief is this biscotti color. It's just one that you kind of have to pack on more if you're not using it as a transition shade and you want it more as a lid shade. Another thing that people may care or may not, I think they work a lot better over a primer. I don't think they work super well on their own. However, I will always wear an eyeshadow primer and they wear great on top of a primer, so that's not really an issue for me, but just so you know. Value. So you get 8 eyeshadows and they are 4.5 grams each. So that's a total of 36 grams of product for 50 bucks, which I think that is crazy. Like, that's such a good deal. I think this is definitely worth the price. So I mean, they're 4.5 grams each. A MAC shadow is 1.3 grams. Makeup Forever is 2.5, I believe, and that's like a pretty big pan size. So these are, I don't know if I'll ever go through a SauceBox shadow at 4.5 grams of shadow per thing. So that's, I think, an insanely good price for the quality of the product. I know they're an indie company, and a lot of indie makeup is great, and it's at a lower price. Like Shiro Cosmetics, I love their stuff. You should check them out if you want some like shimmery colors, or you like The Hobbit or Game of Thrones, or like nerdy stuff, because they have cool stuff as well. So I'm very impressed with this. I also like that it's an indie brand that presses their shadows. I do really like indie makeup, and I buy a little bit of it here and there, but it's usually not pressed. And I'm just a little too lazy to press my own shadows. Yeah. So my overall thoughts, I think this is a great palette. I think it is very reasonably priced. This is a massive amount of eyeshadow that you're going to be getting. The other thing that I like is that it is pretty versatile. While I don't think it's that solid on its own, I mean it is if you like smoky eyes and you really like mattes. I like to play up the textures, so I usually like at least a matte and one other, like at least a satin or something would be great. I guess that's what I'm wearing today on my eyes. I have all mattes and a satin. But yeah, I think this is great. The other thing is you can use these to contour or highlight. You don't only have to use it on your eyes. You could also throw this in your brows, like you're a ginger. This I think could be great for you. I've used this color to contour before. So I think this is a very versatile palette. If you are a pro makeup artist, this could be something great for your kit. Just because, I mean, it works on everyone. You can do tons of different looks. And also, SauceBox's black shadows are the blackest blacks I have tried. MAC, I've tried Urban Decay, I've tried Smashbox, NYX. Tried quite a few blacks now. SauceBox is holding as the blackest black. Like, look at that. That's crazy. It's so pigmented. So yeah, overall, I think this is a great palette. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would repurchase this because it is so versatile and I can pair it with basically anything I want to. But that's like if I ever run out of shadow. It's 4.5 grams each. There's 8 of them. So, yep, that is my thoughts on the SauceBox Etude palette. I think it is a great palette. Again, this is a review, so I will have swatches. I will list that in the down box below. The swatches will be on my blog, which is RebeccaShoresMUA.com. So you can check out detailed color description, swatches, and my thoughts in a text version if you are interested over on my blog. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, so don't forget to check me out there, and I will see you guys again soon.